Welcome to another episode of Murder Schmurder.
Welcome to another episode of Murder Schmurder.
Welcome to another episode of Murder Schmurder.
Welcome to another episode of Murder Schmurder, and happy Thursday, people.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Austin.
Happy Thursday.
I'm Joseph.
That's Grant.
I'm Grant. And moving on. Moving on quickly. Let's go.
Before he has a chance to speak.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
No! And now you know. Well, if this is your first Thursday with us, odd place to jump in, but hey, we're happy to see you.
Yeah.
And if it's just a regular Thursday for you and you got all the yucks out of your system, you're done laughing, because again, we don't laugh on Thursdays.
No, it's a serious.
Very serious.
We don't have time for games.
All black on a Thursday because it's a solemn occasion.
Yeah, all gray, green, and brown on a
All
Thursday.
floral shirted because he's tired of
But
winter.
it's a serious floral shirt.
It's a serious floral shirt.
Those
and
are like funerary flowers.
Ah, yes.
we have
Yes.
to dive deep into the Murder Schmurder, and to really dive deep into murder, we have to either do our makeup or
Yep.
do some self-soothing. Do
Well,
something.
it's important to take care of yourself.
Well, what we've also come to learn is that apparently with true crime comes self-care.
Self-care.
And
that's very important, because a lot of times we talk about really difficult stuff.
So today, Jamie, how about you walk us through what we're doing here with,
Well,
with these
today
things
this
we're doing?
is self-care and what I like to call self-compassion. This is something that I have definitely learned a lot about over the past year.
Now, many people, especially Americans, think that self-care, self-compassion is just a way to be selfish and lazy. And I'm one of them.
And I don't want you to go against that in this episode.
I'd like you to reinforce my negative beliefs if possible.
I would say a lot of other Americans, specifically men, feel like self-care is just sitting at a bar all by yourself and seeing how many beers you can drink.
Well, I
And
would
that's
say
me.
for a lot of people,
Or taking the long way home.
I didn't.
Just to have that extra
You know
time.
what? That is true self-care. And
I
actually do that.
self-compassion.
do love the long way home.
I do that.
I will say, what's it called?
I take
For
the
a-
long way just to avoid traffic altogether.
Well, there's that too. Yeah.
There's that.
Briley
But
is a godsend.
sometimes you just need that extra 5 minutes to yourself.
But I would say for a long time, I thought self-compassion was a sign of weakness. And if anything, I've learned that it is
Yes.
a sign of strength. Mm-hmm. That's how we rejuvenate. That's how we get better.
That's for dumb and weak people
No.
to say, but you know, whatever.
Look at yourself in the mirror and say, "Do better."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
Yeah.
And
you
then
fucking
when-
sack of
Yeah.
And
shit.
then when you
God.
crack
Yeah.
and fall apart and hit rock bottom, you can always go farther down. So
Yeah.
how about you start on that self-care?
Yeah, you set your alarm for 7:30. Look at it; it's 9 o'clock. You fucking loser. That's why you ain't getting no bitches. That's why.
Austin's doing really great.
That's
So you got to pull your pants down and put your dick in today's anus.
That's why you get no self-respect.
Like,
You gotta wake up in the morning. You gotta fuck today's ass. You gotta pull down your pants. Give it a little fluff.
So don't start.
Stick it in.
Don't start listening to Andrew Tate, because that is not self-care.
no, that's just stupid.
What is it? What is it?
Technically, it is for some people.
No,
Chemotherapy.
What
that's
is
a
it?
sociopath making dumb people worse.
What is it that I said the other day? It was like, if you're not waking up with morning wood, it's because you're a loser.
So if you don't want to be a loser, practice self-compassion, practice self-care, practice with.
By the way, that's not.
We're not being
laughter.
sponsored, so
That's
this is just
serious
the eye
laugh.
mask, and I'm going to cover the label.
Ah, yes. This
Just a
is
regular old eye mask
maybe
with goop
just
in
try
it.
generic eye mask with goop in it. Is the goop important?
I think so.
I think
Are we
it
supposed
is.
to eat
why
it?
would the goop be there if it's
Why?
not
Yeah.
important?
Why would they put the goop in there?
You don't think it's like industrial runoff, right?
It very well could be.
I mean, it probably is, given everything else in our country.
I'm just
I
saying, like things
I already hate
marketed
it.
towards women are really, really bad for you a lot of times.
That's
And
true.
they charge you more for it.
It's always fun.
Well, this is different. This is marketed for smart men.
Okay, I really hate this already.
Oh wait. Oh, I see. I'm opening it
right,
wrong.
all right,
Don't look at the label because we're not sponsored.
Yeah.
I bet this is really fun for some people that are familiar with eye masks, watching how much I'm struggling with this.
Got it upside down.
That's nice. Yeah.
Okay.
It's cold.
All right. It is kind of cold. That is refreshing.
Yeah.
So does it just stay on there?
Yeah, you just got to.
You guys are way ahead of me. Hold on.
The fuck is this shit?
It's so goopy.
It's on my fingers.
It's like trying to grab one of those things where you grab it and it just flops right out of your.
It feels like I'm playing with an old condom.
I broke mine.
That was more accurate. That's kind of what I was going for.
Actually, this is very
here we
old
go.
condom-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I broke one of mine. Is that bad?
it's really bad.
Oh, okay.
It means it's going to hurt you when you put it on.
Yeah, it's gonna sting.
Whoa.
It burns.
Whoa.
It burns.
Don't get it in your eye.
This is true crime.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is living. I tell you what.
It is refreshing.
Ladies,
if I'm
you're
being
onto
honest.
something. You know what? I feel like guys should absolutely take care of their face more.
Oh, yeah.
That actually is fair.
The
Dudes,
men's 17
Please
and
take
1
care of your
wash.
faces more, dudes.
Don't
Yeah.
they? We don't. We as dudes, I feel like how often are you actually like going through a facial routine?
Facial routine. I wash my
You mean
face.
like washing and putting lotion on every day, but like a routine? Never.
See, being a white man, and it's I don't know about you guys.
how you feel.
Grant, you
You
only sort
only-
of qualify as white.
Well, that's fair, but you only put on lotion when you feel real dry.
Yeah.
It's like an issue. You know what I mean?
I put on like a heavy duty lotioning like about once a week because like I can like feel the dry, and I don't know if it's because
Why do you make it sound like that you have like a 60-gallon drum of
because I basically do. I lotion. I love.
heavy duty day?
Well, I wear sunscreen and like put lotion on like every day because I'm a pale Irishman. But like once a week, I will like because I can feel it get dry on my back, especially. But with I don't know if it's the tattoos or what, but I feel like I can feel it more. So like, and I also want to keep them vibrant. So like once a week, I'll take like a big vat of coconut oil and just fucking like
No, that
after
is
a
true.
shower, just lotion the shit out of myself.
Yeah, white guys with a lot of tattoos. Now they lotion often.
That's true. You got to.
See, I feel like I bought face wash, and I was like, I'm going to start washing my face. And then every now and then when I'm taking a shower, I look over to where I keep all my bottles. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I put it on my face. And then I'm like, you know what I should really do? I should put some of that Gold Bond men's lotion that I had for 10 years.
I should rub myself with this dried lotion brick.
And then I get out of the shower and I brush my teeth, and then I forget. and then
I should really do that one day.
and then I'm driving to work. And I'm like,
See, I put my hold on.
because like I feel like with the face wash, like you always have like that kind of like
Little dry skin.
little bit.
Yeah.
You know what
Almost
I really
a-
like?
Feels like an acid burn. Almost.
It helps if you have a partner that is a little bit more dedicated on the like self-care stuff because then you can just borrow
See-
their stuff.
That's why we as men need women.
I do.
Or
I do
other
steal.
people who are more soft and
Sorry, I should say that's why the masculine needs the feminine.
or
That's fair.
different versions of masculinity or femininity.
Now we're splitting hairs.
No,
That's such a cop out.
Little.
It's just like, we're just not naturally good at it. You're just better. You're just like, fucking suck it up. Jesus Christ.
It's not about sucking it up or not. It's just about
Be
like
better.
going around doing my day, being like, oh right, that's the thing that people do.
Yeah.
it is a thing people
Now I
do.
do reach across the vanity, if you will.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, from
absolutely.
time to time.
Well, see, that's
Sure.
the thing. I have also been educated about different things, and I love
I don't have a
charcoal
vanity to reach across because I am a single.
Right.
Because I'm alone and no one loves me.
scrub. Well, there's nothing like
Right.
being single to never take an opportunity to
Which
work
is
on yourself.
why I set my alarm to 7:30 and I wake up at 9.
That's why I'm fucking the day in the ass. What are you not paying attention about?
It's so much better if I just hate myself and everyone else is different.
It's
But
easier.
no, I love personally a scrub that has some texture in it, like a little bit of activated charcoal and some like kind of like pumice-y type stuff. Oh my god, like get a little bit of scrub in there.
Little exfoliating action.
Exfoliating. Thank you, Julie.
Sugar scrub or a salt scrub.
Yeah, sugar scrub.
Get some of that
That's
stuff
what
that
I'm
has
talking
anal
about.
beads in it. Yeah.
Yeah, this shit is
Sure, man, it's a great
not
tip.
sticking to my face. Here we go.
You're too.
Yeah, you're just moving it around your face.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, you don't have it near your eye at all.
Is it
Oh, is it not? Oh, there we go.
There you go.
There we go.
kind of?
I feel like I'm playing with a slug.
Yeah, it looks like it. Speaking of playing with slugs, let's talk about playing with Tennessee serial killers.
That was a terrible segue.
Yeah, help me with that. Let's try it again. Speaking of slugs,
Oh, I think I had it on backwards. Go ahead.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about today's slime ball.
that's
That's
good.
better, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like the ones
The
on
eye
our
patches
eyes.
are working already. It is like an energy drink for my eyes. I feel like I can really see through Grant right now.
15 to 20
And he's
minutes.
a bastard.
Okay. It says do not exceed 25 minutes or else.
How long has it been?
It has a skull and crossbones next
But it's
to
only
it.
been 26 minutes.
I am Golden Slug Man.
Is there a time limit on there?
Yeah, it says 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh,
I don't know how long it's been.
Probably like,
Probably about 10 minutes.
that sounds right.
has it already been 10 minutes? Time flies when you're doing a podcast. I tell
know.
you what.
All
We
right,
can
guys.
ramble on for so
All
long.
right, guys, shut up. Let me start. Tennessee serial killers, part
That's a great
3.
segue.
I want to start off today's episode just like I did with my prequel episodes. I want to highlight
by us interrupting you.
Yes, just like that.
The pre-cum episodes.
Are you talking about pre-cum this week?
I don't think so. No.
Has pre-cum
See what
ever
I
killed
did there?
anybody?
I started a whole
I'm sure there are
different
plenty
segue.
of crimes. Actually, we have not covered a lot of crimes that have been solved because of pre-cum or cum.
I think it's mostly because we've been doing some older ones before they were analyzing cum a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
And plus, we got a lot of the stabbies, like the true stab. But
Not a
no,
lot
No,
of the
I mean,
jabby jabbies.
Well, see, the
you know
people
what
that
I'm
like to
saying?
stab, they usually end up with
know,
they usually end up
fluids
coming,
on you.
too.
yeah.
I mean, we did a whole thing on John Wayne Gacy. There was a lot of cum in that one.
Yeah.
a lot of.
I just
cum.
didn't talk about it a lot.
Andre Chikatilo, he was a real cummy boy.
He was a cummy guy.
Hello there, light.
Hello.
Non-pee-pee work cummy person.
It's very interesting for
He was
people
more
who
of a dribbler, right?
Yeah, he came soft a lot.
I think always.
Yeah.
It's like a
Which is
leaky
interesting.
faucet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
Got that drip.
Anyway, I want to highlight my motif while covering Tennessee serial killers.
Oh, right. We were talking about Jamie's thing.
Typically, true crime stories start with the old adage, it was a normal day in some far-off town that you've never heard of or visited, leading most people to think that these murders, these injustices, this government or police incompetence or oversight or just plain indifference, well, that could never happen here. I would have heard about it. I would know about it. Or
Not the
even
cops
I'd
in my
stop it.
shitty local town. Surely they are different.
Do you ever have moments where you're like, how did I end up here? I'm looking around with these weird slugs on my eyes at y'all with your weird golden slugs in your eyes, talking about a serial killer. I was like,
Huh.
the direction our lives take sometimes.
Oh, if only I could smother myself in the cradle.
Not enjoying this?
No, I am. I'm being
Jesus,
facetious.
that was mean.
I'm joking. We're on a comedy podcast.
I wanted to kill myself, then hang out
It's
with
the
you
murder
guys.
portion of the comedy podcast. This is serious.
That's
You're right.
true.
Serious. No
Sorry.
jokes. Sorry.
Stop.
Go ahead, Jaime.
Thank you. But that's not true. Just like when I eat my weight in Taco Bell and drink enough beers and tequila to put down a small whale, reality will come first knocking on your back door.
Well, now you're being mean to Austin. Okay? I mean, come on.
And you can either lay in that bed and
I was choosing to believe that he wasn't talking about me.
Yeah, when he's talking about Taco Bell and self-loathing, he's definitely not talking about
You can either squeeze your butt cheeks as tight as you can, acting like it's not there, or you can do something about it and get up and tight-cheeked Frankenstein run to the closest bathroom and hope that you can make a difference and not get anything on the linoleum. Say it for me.
Linoleum.
There you go. You got it.
Linoleum floor. Say it again for me.
Linoleum.
Linoleum.
One more time.
It's pretty good.
Linoleum.
There you
There
go.
we go.
All right, and then now it's like you
Linoleum.
don't have to think about it at all. Linoleum.
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 My feet are on the cold linoleum floor.
My feet are on the cold linoleum floor.
Linoleum.
He's getting better.
Save me a stroke. The real truth is serial killers don't hunt people that society protects. They hunt the people society ignores. Transient people, people of color, sex workers, the queer community, people who already know the system doesn't work for them because it never has. See, the linoleum threw me off. Now my tongue's not working.
I just couldn't help but think about that really weird email that we got.
Oh, the crazy lady?
Yeah,
Oh,
which I think was just like an
yeah.
AI, like
I'm almost positive it was.
yeah, 100%. But
I looked into it and it seems
well, so they use like
legit.
what AI agents, right?
Yeah.
To like sift through all the crap we say.
Yeah.
And I was just now thinking it's because we have statements like that quite often. And if we want to raise in the ranks, like rise above 55, let's all just say murder hobo several times.
Murder hobo.
Murder.
Can you give more
Murder
context?
hobo.
Or do you,
Murder hobo.
Where do you think we rate in linoleum
So
searches now?
to give you guys, to give our listeners a little bit more context, we received an email recently that was trying to pitch some sort of
They were basically
podcast promotion?
It's like an
system?
SEO for
SEO.
podcasts.
It was most definitely an AI phishing attempt.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
But it very much ended with like, but the numbers are always true. You don't have to believe me, or don't, or do.
right.
It's your choice.
It had
You
the
don't know me,
attitude
but
of,
you want to.
Yeah.
the attitude
It
of
was
use
like-
our service or fuck
like-
you.
Like, for instance, we see that currently you're ranked number 55 when people search murder hobo.
Yeah. So anyways, murder hobo. Murder hobo. Murder hobo.
Murder hobo.
Still seems pretty high.
If you guys could do us a huge favor, I know we ask a lot from you guys. I know that we ask a lot. But
Yeah,
if
you
could
have to like our
please-
shit and follow us
if
on
you
your
could
fucking platform
please
you're already on.
Comment, comment murder hobo as much as you can on all of our videos.
For real, like actually
Like-
as a joke, let's rise
like,
through that rank like
please.
it's crazy.
Can you please, like, this would be
So we can
so
start
funny.
bragging that we're the number one true crime comedy
This would be
podcast
so
linked to murder hobos.
That would be so funny, and it would be all because of you.
Mm-hmm.
Be on this inside joke with us.
Blocks of text in the
Please.
comments.
I am begging you. Should I get down on a knee? I'll do it.
You can, but I feel like I really need to get into the episode
No, fine.
because I haven't even gotten to like what we're actually doing.
Well, there's
you want to do
nothing.
the knee thing now?
I'll do it later.
You're right.
Since you're in such a hurry.
Sorry, my fault.
God.
I thought we were doing a murder episode.
I'm just trying to make us number
I
one.
thought we were too.
Anyway, today's
Not a-
episode of Murder Schmurder is about serial killing in Tennessee. Not as some spooky campfire story, but as a pattern, a system, a warning label we keep peeling off. So let's talk about Tennessee and murder hobos.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Murder
Yes.
hobos.
Now, in our first two parts of the series, I covered Charles Barr, who I personally believe was set up as an easy scapegoat for another serial killer, and he was really just charged for being black in the South in the Jim Crow era. Then, in part two, I covered LaRon Williams, who I think was a horrifically mentally ill person that was able to murder other transient people indiscriminately until the law caught up with him, and he turned into an opportunistic menace to society, which only highlighted how the system failed him, his family, and the people of Tennessee multiple times over. If you don't remember,
I agree with both of those.
the Tennessee prison systems in the 1980s were apparently like so horrific
It was awesome.
that a judge like openly said like it's not fit for human.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That still blows my mind for like a judge to say that.
Well,
For a judge to say like, oh man, our system's so fucked up.
I'm glad that there are some judges that are willing to say those things.
I'm just glad, yeah,
because they all think
But
it.
you gotta imagine how bad it was for it to get to that point.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this off because this feels like I feel like we've
I think we're at the 15-minute mark.
you.
Oh yeah, here.
Mine's been burning. Is it okay?
I think that means it's working. It's pulling all the toxins out of you.
Okay, cool.
Here, give me your condoms.
Take one down and pass it around.
Nice.
Nice.
See, that was self-care. That was self-compassion that
That's
we
what
did as a
that
group.
was.
Is that what that was?
That's what that
I don't know,
was,
I'm
boys.
tired and angry now.
And now the bags under my eyes feel fuller than ever.
I feel like a new man.
My skin does feel kind of jelly-like and smooth.
So I came across this
it's
fascinating
smooth.
article.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'm talking.
Are you?
Okay, Kamala.
A brown man is talking. Shut
I'm
your mouth
speaking.
and open your ears.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Remember
I'm
that?
sorry.
Remember that? I'm
A
speaking.
woman is funding genocide. Whatever. Yeah, run her in 2028 again. Let's see how that
Let's
goes.
do it.
God, fucking
Yeah.
don't, please. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. It's fine. Just
Anyway,
my nice pants.
I came across this fantastic article. It was titled, Why Did Nashville Become a Serial Killer Haven in the 1970s?
I think I saw that article before. Yeah.
Have you?
I think so.
You touched on it for 1 second in the last episode. And I was like, I wonder if you read it because it is so fascinating.
Let's do it.
But the article was written by Laura Barcelona, where she dived into the crime history book, quote, Monster City, Music, Murder, and Mayhem in Nashville's Dark Age.
Oh, Nar.
A little wordy, but pretty good.
Former cop and best-selling author Michael Arnfield traces the city's darkest days as seen through the eyes of a famous local cold case detective named Pat Postleon. So this might get a little confusing. The article was written by Laura Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote it about a guy who wrote a book
Yeah, so it's like an op-ed
About
on
another
an
guy.
author.
about another guy.
Right.
So the guy that did all the cold case detective work,
Dude playing the
Pat
dude playing another dude.
Postleon.
Right.
Right,
He is
He's doing the work.
he's doing the work.
right. But then this other guy wrote a book about him, and then
Yes.
she wrote an op-ed article about the guy that wrote the book about
Yes.
the guy. Yeah, got
Okay.
it.
And
Gotcha.
the guy's doing the thing that we're all talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
What we're talking about is a murder podcast.
Yes.
And so guy did it.
Guy did work.
Guy wrote the book
Guy
about
wrote a
it.
book.
Lady wrote the op-ed
wrote
about
on-
it. We're doing the podcast about what the lady said that the guy said that the guy was doing.
Yes.
Bump on the log and the frog and the toad.
Right.
in
At the bottom of the
at
bottom of the sea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Got it. We're right there.
JB, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No, don't be sorry. This is just what everyone else feels like whenever they're doing an episode. Don't fucking apologize to him.
I mean,
This is what all of us feel like whenever we're presenting.
we're laying it on a little thick.
Well, yeah. But go ahead.
Well, yeah. Where was I?
See,
A tenacious ex-New Yorker, Post Leon, headed up Nashville's formidable quote-unquote murder squad, a dedicated cold case unit that solved a high number of notoriously nasty crimes long before true crime shows, podcasts, and documentaries became the national pastime they are today. Can you believe people were solving crimes before us? I can't.
That doesn't seem right.
With the help of his devoted team of diehard detectives, Post Leon solved a whopping 55 unsolved murders between 2005 and his retirement in 2013.
just one
That's
dude.
Pretty good.
him and his team, yeah.
That's
Pretty
awesome.
good.
We'll get more into it, but like a lot of people said that he was extremely dedicated to his job and thought outside the box very often.
What's that one movie about the detective? He's from like
True Detective.
no, he has like the fancy mustache.
Sherlock Holmes.
No,
Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot. Fantastic. If you haven't seen the new movies, I highly suggest.
I thought you were going to say Columbo, and I was like,
Yeah.
you could do a little better.
No.
Murder, She Wrote.
Hercule Poirot. They're fun. They're good movies.
Hercule?
Hercule?
Yeah.
He's French, I think.
No, but it's a French-speaking country or something like that.
Yeah. And it's based off the Agatha
Hungarian.
Christie novels.
He's
Hungarian.
He's Hungarian. So not
Okay.
French-speaking.
Okay.
That actually sounds like something I'd be into.
It's a really cool movie.
Cool.
But it's actually serious.
Isn't it the Murder on the Orient Express and stuff? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Got
Good
it. Okay.
guy.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, Joseph, Pat might be. We'll see.
No, he's not a good cop.
Might be
Don't say
the
that.
first one.
We'll see.
You're like, well, maybe this one guy.
He's retired,
See how the
right?
light
Yes.
came on when you said might be?
It's a light bulb moment.
but isn't
That means yes.
Pat's retired though, right?
Pat started as a normal every Metro cop and was promoted to sergeant detective, where he led what would be called the murder squad,
Right.
where they specifically focused on cold cases, which led to more convictions and at the time present day murders and serial killers.
Wow. So one cop out of the millions across the country actually
And his
tried
team.
really hard, and that makes him the
And his
example. And his team.
In
Right.
Barcella's article, she interviewed Arnfeld about his experience riding along, interviewing, and getting to know Post Leon. So, like I said, this is an interview with Barcella and Arnfeld about him hanging out with Pat.
But the private investigator is the one who solved the crimes, right?
Yes.
So what does the cop have to do with it beyond?
No. Pat is the cop that did all the work. Him and his team.
And what? So, but the cop just wrote the book about it.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm confused. Go ahead.
Arnfeld said, I started doing the math and quickly figured out that Pat had caught more serial killers than any American detective still living, and that his cold case squad had closed more cases than any other unit on any police department on the continent.
Okay.
In 2 years of research that included the Murder Accountability Project and Radford serial killer databases, as well as collaboration with former FBI and other criminologists, I can't find more than one serial killer who was investigated by the same agency in less than a 10-year period, much less 6 caught and arrested by a lone detective with a single agency. This doesn't include FBI analysts who provided investigative support to numerous agencies across the country. Even then, mine hunters like agents Johnny Douglas and Robert Ressler had maybe 2 or 3 confirmed profiles that led to arrests. As a former cop, Barcella wrote, as a former cop, when you started to work with Pat, what stood out to you the most about the way he works his cases? What sets him apart from other homicide detectives? He said, one thing that stuck out to me is his sense of justice and his sense that he's on a mission, that this is more than a job. It's the combination of instincts honed back in native New York as well as dogged hard work. But he was prepared to go to new lengths in terms of creative avenues. Even his colleagues for many years thought he was crazy, that he was wasting his time. This was before any of the digital databases that we have and take for granted now. For example, Michael Scott Magliolo was McDonald's manager from Texas, whose hobby was to hitch a ride with long-haul truckers to anywhere he could and go for a couple days off and then kill a stranger. He'd murdered a man in Louisiana and a woman in Ohio before making the mistake of setting his sights on Nashville. Pat was able to link him to the Ohio case, which had a fingerprint left at the scene, after noticing some telltale signs of behavioral indicators on the motel registry when he signed in under a fake name. Pat then cold called 100 plus other departments across the U.S. for a matching MO, knowing he'd likely killed before. Maglilio ended up confessing to over 10 victims after being arrested in Texas and brought back to Tennessee.
Awesome. What time frame is this again?
He did all his work predominantly between 2005 and 2013.
Okay, so the FBI is like fully active now.
Yes.
Why the hell are they not doing what he's doing?
You would think that they would.
That's kind of their job.
No, it's not. Their job is to audit poor people and run interference for Epstein.
We know what
fool.
they actually do. I'm saying what their job description is on paper and what they should be doing.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, I couldn't get
I'm
any
making a
evidence to
comment,
back this
Joseph.
up.
I'm agreeing with you.
But I believe Pat also worked or did a lot of work off of. There's a pretty famous book about essentially how to kill a person. Mm-hmm. And it gives you a step-by-step handbook of just like, if you're going to do it, here's how you should do it.
Step 1, grab knife.
Step
2, insert knife into victim's neck.
One of the steps that they say is like, if do it in a town that you're not in. When you do it in a town, go to a motel. When you go to a motel, if you have to use your name or an ID, use it. If you don't have to, use a fake name.
That just seems like 101 shit.
You would think so, but like it was relatively new for people, especially cops, to use that information and be like, hey, let's reverse engineer. If I were to kill somebody, this looks like a person that killed somebody and killed other people. Let's see if we can match that finding behavier.
That's pitiful.
You know,
Pitiful. Like, for
usually
real.
I just shoot a black teenager and then the higher ups take care of it. If I was actually going to kill someone with effort, how would I do that?
So I couldn't find any linking to Pat having looked at the book and using it as a reference point. But around this time is when cops and detectives, certain detectives are saying basically as
started
sergeants,
getting
like,
decent
hey,
at their job.
yeah, like, hey, read this book because this is how serial killers do it.
Sure.
So
I have to read a book for this job.
I already took a test.
I took a test 10 years ago and I sort of passed it.
Barcela asks, what about Pat's murder squad cold case department? Could you give us some backstory on it? The Bureau selected and retained smart, motivated people so that they could shape the unit. They didn't take in smart people and then tell them what to do. These guys understand that. Yeah, there may be a lot of murders occurring now, but when they look back on the books where all this started in the mid-70s, they realized forensic science was catching up to the present. Then they could start to work current cases, but working back from the 70s to the present. They were riding the wave of DNA advances in the 1990s and the resultant interest in cold cases. They picked 1975 and the double-sex murders of 2 Vanderbilt University girls from that year to start and begin applying the new forensic standards from that point forward until they caught up to present-day cases. They essentially became investigators and time travelers, and they were doing that before the fight for cold cases became a sexy topic. Before all the crime shows, they were pioneers in that respect. So one thing that I absolutely loved about them doing that is them going back. They were able to basically build up way bigger cases on serial killers because they were able to catch one person. They're like, this person is doing serial killer-like behavior. And then once they could piece together multiple murders, they could actually stick. As opposed to what most people are doing now, in which it's a cold case. I'll leave that there. Who cares? Oh, there's one guy that just murdered one person here, and it's going to be fighting tooth and nail to even get this guy on this one murder case.
Right.
So that led to another reason why they were so successful is because they found patterns in people.
Sure. You find a pattern, and then you can apply it to other stuff. You build your database and your methodology, and then you can take it from there.
Yeah.
Like the FBI is supposed to do.
Supposed
See?
to.
I mean,
Supposed to
literally.
do.
Yeah.
Supposed to do.
Marcella asked, which cases did you find the most shocking? Bruce Mendenhall was a notable figure who linked the national murder scene and the trucking industry. He had killed at
I
least,
could have told you that.
to reinforce
Yeah, where were
Joseph's hatred for truckers
Hate
and
him.
this kind of comes up, but just to reinforce that, a lot of this 1970s, 1980s came about because of the interstate systems that came about, truckers being able to leave in and out, and lots of people relying on the truckers. So this is, I think, one of like 3 people that just like, oh, I'll just catch a ride with a trucker because they're already going that way. And a trucker doesn't give a fuck.
No.
In fact, again, the truckers were being caught murdering as well.
Oh, yeah, for
If
sure.
they were caught.
Yeah. If you remember, we did that one really gnarly trucker killer a while ago.
Yeah.
That was one of our first episodes.
That was an early one.
That was an early one.
That was pre-video.
Pre-video,
Oh, yeah.
but it's still a great episode. If you want to learn more about truck stop killers, please go to our earlier anthology.
Yeah.
Just did a great job covering that. But he had killed at least 6 other women before coming to Nashville and being caught by Pat in a final showdown. We still don't know how many other victims he had, but while in custody awaiting his trial, his wife died and he used her life insurance money to hire a hitman to take out Pat and the rest of the murder squad. He ended up being sentenced for that while the book was being written. The most disturbing case, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Whoa. Trucker
cool.
hired a hitman to take out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
truck-
because the guy was getting too close.
Yeah, wow.
But
Damn.
like while
And
he,
also,
his
what an
wife
idiot.
died, got the money.
Hitmen never work. Just stop trying. They're not real. Like, don't do that.
What are you talking about? It's the dark side of the internet. That's what it's for.
It's a
No, but-
con man.
It's normally con men,
Almost always.
and or the FBI and or the police department just being lazy. Like, who is stupid enough to believe?
Yeah.
that, like, we can kill someone for $700.
Yeah, like Project Fist, for example.
Yeah.
That's basically what an online hitman
Or
is.
if you're if you're a very disturbed like 15-year-old on the internet and you think you're talking to someone who's egging you on to do some kind of terroristic act, it's almost certainly someone who works for the FBI or
Actually-
the NSA trying to turn you into a homegrown
You're
terrorist.
talking
In that
about the
case-
internet, not like the dark web.
Well, I mean,
Even the dark web.
Both.
a lot of it. I mean,
But
they
either
hang
way,
out there.
Ask your online girlfriend what she thinks about that hitman that you're trying to hire.
Yes, who is
mean,
'cause
probably
neither
also
are real.
an NSA
I was
agent.
gonna say, your online girlfriend is likely a bot that you've programmed with all the
Neither are
Yeah.
real.
yeah,
Delete your girlfriend
right,
or boyfriend or whatever.
whatever,
Just delete it.
delete it.
Now, the most disturbing case, I think, is the fast food killer. A guy named Paul Dennis Reed. So often we hear from serial killers that use certain wording,
That name sounds
jargon,
familiar.
methodology, philosophies that reinforce their values, that not only excuse but justify their killing. They're not killing people. They're killing the others, as we so talked about with Joseph. They're taking out the garbage, the disposables. They're in essence doing society a justice. And I want to say this.
Favor.
These killers are just people, horrifically fucked up beyond repair and not deserving any of the same dignity or respect, let alone any glorified infamy. They don't deserve to be called monsters or anything otherworldly. They are nothing but pollutants stealing away the fabric to our sanctity and sanity in a community that it's deserving of.
But
So to
a little
this-
bit of mental health care before they get there would be nice.
That'd be
that'd
cool.
be a good thing.
That'd be cool.
Be real cool.
Which is also why it's good to keep an eye out for dehumanizing language when people start getting described as trash or monsters or rapists or teeming hordes or whatever. It's good to keep an eye out for that kind of stuff because it usually means,
Find that person help.
yeah, purges are coming, especially when it's coming from political groups.
There's not much help for that. Go ahead, Jimmy.
So to clarify, the killers, they are the others. They are the ones that we should worry about. That's what's going with that. But and one of them is Paul Dennis Reed. And he's the one that started my journey through this rabbit hole of Tennessee's serial killers. So let's talk about him.
Okay.
Paul Dennis Reed Jr., born November 2nd, 1957, known as the fast food killer, was born on November 12th and was ultimately caught while entering a berserker phase of his murderous tirade that ended with 7 murders during 3 fast food restaurant robberies in Metro Nashville and Clarksville between the months of February and April 1997. I'm going to be bouncing around a lot on the timeline because kind of a lot is going on. On one hand, he's committing these horrific crimes. On the other hand, he's kind of trying to live a normal life at the same time, semi-normal life. And then on the other hand, he is also being actively like hunted at first by Pat, or at first by Pat and then Metro Nashville. Once he kind of starts on this murderous tirade, Metro Nashville can't really, they have to stop what they're doing and focus on him because it's like kind of horrendous. Yeah, it's kind of horrendous, like what he's doing. And it's happening in like very local, kind of homey kind of places. So you'll see why I'm jumping around, but just giving you a heads up.
Well, sometimes you show up to Checkers and the limited time offering is they're out of it and you're fucking hungry. And
Yeah, that's true.
you get worked up.
Was
and,
the McRib gone?
Well, he'll be at a McDonald's, so good call on that.
I mean,
Don't tell me that he murdered somebody at a Taco Bell. That's like murdering somebody in a church.
Well, at the time of the murders, Reed was on parole from a 1983 conviction in Texas on charges relating to the aggravated armed robbery of a Houston steakhouse. This becomes his MO. He loves robbing and killing people in restaurants.
What a bastard. I love eating. How dare you turn that into
Yeah,
a
how do you
place.
ruin this?
Right.
He's had served 7 years of a 20-year sentence
Seems right.
and was paroled in 1990. Originally from Richland Hills, Texas, a suburb of Fort Worth, Reed came to Nashville to pursue, as he said, to pursue a career as a country music singer.
I was just going to say music, of course.
Do we have any of his music to play?
No, I don't think he actually made any music.
Oh, what a shame.
Now, one reason this story intrigued me so much was that his streak of horror hit 3 places that I literally cross on a daily basis. I am not being hyperbolic when I say that I pass these places at least 6 days out of the week. And I bring that up for multiple reasons, but of all because I want this message to ring in the hearts and minds of not only by my fellow co-hosts, these guys.
Us.
Yeah, don't chime in then. Chime in any other time I'm talking, you fucking idiots. But to the viewer, to the fan, to the person that is...
the viewer.
are you talking about me? What are you talking about me? I'm viewing you right now. Is that what you're talking about?
I thought you guys were going to be like, woo, he's talking about us, yeah.
Oh, you were talking about us?
Woo. To the person that is
We're
forced...
the co-hosts. he meant I'm Joseph.
I'm Austin.
He was talking about me.
That's great.
Joseph,
That's
the most.
Grant. Welcome to Murder Schmurder. We hope you're enjoying your Thursday. Should we start over?
What are we talking about today, Jamie?
We're talking about Paul Dennis Reed and how he was caught. And I want the people that are forced to listen to this in the car ride because their significant other or other listeners on the podcast on the road are making them listen to it.
Oh, if that's the case, I'm sorry for you.
But these tragedies aren't in some far-off fantasy. They're happening to people like you, to people you may know, to people you interact with. This is a reality. And so I always want you to make sure you are pressing for your friends, especially your friends of color, people in the gay community, in the trans community, the women in your life, everybody to feel like they can be safe as they are and who they are, to help them, to watch over them. Because if there's anything that this and the Trump administration has taught me is that you can become the victim at any moment. And in some cases, scary enough, you can be painted not as the victim, but as the terror in society.
Yeah, somehow both. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's not funny, but it is kind of. But it's kind of funny that like
It's our new version of funny. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
that like Keith Porter or Renee Good or Alex Peretti, you could just be a parent, a loved one, a coworker, or whatever, and you just get killed, and then within like a half hour, the president is talking about what a piece of shit domestic terrorist you are after you just got murdered by jackbooted thugs who have had like 6 weeks of training, maybe.
Max.
Now, in Joseph's defense, it's not ha-ha funny. It's more like hee-hee funny.
It's more like, I guess this is what's happening until we stop it. Kind of funny.
Yeah. Anyways, he hits up the Captain D's on Lebanon Road. And
Not the Captain D's.
Sorry. I know we're interrupting you a lot, but God damn it. Like, Captain D's was a night at my house growing up. Like,
Yeah.
like if there was
Friday.
ever a time.
Did a lot of Captain D's.
Maybe Friday, yeah.
Maybe Friday.
Like, maybe Fridays. But
You were
like,
Catholic, so I would imagine.
That's what I was saying.
my mom was Catholic, my dad was. But like, they had a great family meal at the time. It was like $30. You could feel a whole family of 5.
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, I remember having Captain D's nights, and now people get murdered at Captain D's.
You having Captain D's? Captain D's nuts. Sorry. Also, just
Low hanging fruit,
To,
just like my balls.
Look at these 2 professional comedians over here.
They have been paid to make people laugh, as have we all. Which is, you get what you pay for.
That's
just to give more context, one thing that was wild that happened to me 2 weeks ago. I work at the airport, and I used to work for one of the companies over there. I still work for, not for the airport, but a company that I used to work for. One of the employees over there was recently arrested while at work for murdering somebody.
oh
Damn.
no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Which, like, I was like, what could that person have done to have gotten murdered? I'm thinking it has to be like an ex-wife, that kind of situation. To my understanding, this
Just
lady
felt like killing.
worse, way stupider. It was they killed Uber Eats driver.
Why?
Whoa.
What possible reason
Yeah.
could you possibly have to kill someone who's already doing a service for you at such a reduced cost? Fuck that person. Hope they get the chair.
So, just remember, like, the shit's all around us.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
kind of my point here. But anyway, this
Thank you,
happened at the Captain D's that I literally pass by 6 days a week. At the Captain D's on Lebanon Road on the morning of February 16th, 1997, which is literally, oddly enough, the day before my sister was born.
I think that's the Captain D's that we would get it from.
Do you think
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I lived over there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
do you think a small spirit of this person's soul is in your sister?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, it would make sense.
Reed entered the store before opening under the guise of applying for a job. Once inside, he forced an employee, Sarah Jackson, 16, and the manager, Steve Hampton, 25, into the restaurant's cooler, bound their hands and feet. Reed forced the 2 to lie on the floor and then shot them execution style.
Damn.
He took the money, including large amounts of change, and was found missing from the cash register. Reed used the cash from this robbery as a down payment on a car 2 days later.
Whoa.
What a time prior to so much inflation.
You take cash?
You take quarters?
This
It's like a single till in a fast food restaurant. Yeah, I know.
this cash reeks. But I guess it'll spend.
Now,
Smells fishy.
a little
Smells
over
fishy.
a month later, March 23rd, 1997, he hits up the McDonald's on Lebanon Road.
No.
Reed approached 2 employees behind the store after closing. At gunpoint, he forced them back into the restaurant. Reed shot 3 employees to death, execution style, in the storeroom. Andrea Brown, 17, Ronald Santiago, 27, and Robert A. Sewell, Jr., at 23. Reed attempted to shoot Jose Antonio Ramirez Gonzalez, but his weapon failed. Reed then stabbed Gonzalez 17 times and left him for dead.
Fuck, man.
Gonzalez avoided further attacks by playing dead. Reed then took $3,000 from the cash registers and fled. When the scene was discovered, Gonzalez was taken to the hospital, treated, and ultimately survived.
Good for you, man.
He eventually testified against Reed.
Whoa.
Yeah. Think of the emotional, mental, and physical fortitude of just getting stabbed 17 times. Like, if I just stay here and play dead, maybe he'll fucking stop.
He
Yeah,
gets
it's
up
crazy.
on the stand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yeah. Hey, fuck you.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Before we start, there's one thing I'd like to say, Your Honor. Fuck you.
And you're just like, you want to say that again louder? Because that's
Sorry.
probably going to feel better.
And one more thing. Ow.
Then he hits up again a month later, the Baskin Robbins and Clarksville this time on the evening of April 23rd, 1997.
An ice cream shop, my guy?
If you notice, he keeps trying to hit up places with teens.
Which one was which?
Yeah.
Which?
This one was in Clarksville on Wilma Rudolph Boulevard.
But what was the ice cream shop?
Baskin Robbins.
In
31
Clarksville?
flavors, dude. Well, the 32nd is
I mean, we would go to Baskin Robbins all the time as a kid too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Not in Clarksville because fuck that. But
Yeah. We were at the Rivergate one.
yeah.
Reed went to the door after closing and persuaded the employees to let him inside. Once inside, Reed kidnapped Angela Holmes, 21, and Michelle Mays, 16, and forced the two to Dunbar Cave State Park. Their bodies were discovered the next day on a lake shore with their throats cut.
Damn.
On June 25th, 1997, Reed went to the home of the Shoney's manager who fired him from a dishwashing job the day before the Captain D's murders, and then stated the reason for his firing was Reed lost his temper and was throwing a dish at a fellow employee. Reed, armed with a knife, approached the man's front door and attempted to get in, but the screen door was locked. The man's son videotaped the encounter, and the footage was subsequently released to the media following the police investigation. After the kidnapping attempt failed, Reed left the home without further incident and was subsequently arrested by Nashville police, after which he was considered the prime suspect in charge in the Captain D's and McDonald's murders and eventually the Baskin Robbins murders.
You telling me a screen door stopped this guy?
Luckily, yeah.
He was holding a knife.
What am I supposed to do?
I imagine he was trying to stab him. The guy was just like, fucking shut the door and get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
There seems to be an invisible force field that's stopping me from murdering
stop
you.
fucking with my
Definitely
door.
knife proof, this invisible force field.
What is this, Kevlar?
That's my door. Stop it. Stop it.
Reed was convicted on 7 counts of first-degree murder across 3 trials. Jurors from West and East Tennessee were brought in and sequestered because a judge determined that the overwhelming media coverage in Nashville would prevent the selection of an unbiased jury from Middle Tennessee.
This is 97, right?
Now, to pull this all together, it was actually Pat and his team's work that helped all the charges stick, and it was their investigative work that linked everything together.
Nice.
Arntfield said this about Paul Dennis Reed and Pat's work. Apparently, Pat and his team found that Reed committed a massacre at a bowling alley full of employees in Texas.
Damn.
Someone else is wrong or was wrongfully convicted and put on death row, which allowed Reed to get away scot-free and move to Nashville under the pretext of being a country music star, drawn there by the celebrity of the city. It was all just a ruse. He immediately went back to what he did, which was killing innocent teenage employees and businesses. He killed everyone at a restaurant for essentially pocket change. This was his hobby.
He killed an entire staff of a bowling alley?
Yeah.
Do you know how many? Okay. I mean, a massacre, and it absolutely assumes it.
Probably a dozen or so. Is what I'm
Yeah, I
thinking.
was going to say, like, over 10, you would have to assume. But
mean, at
you
a
know, until that
bowling
fact, I
alley?
assumed that he was just like a little bitch that like got fired and was like, "Oh, I'm so angry I got fired. I'm gonna go kill these teenagers and
No.
then work up the guts to try and kill the manager."
The
that fired
timing
him.
was that he
But-
did the Captain D's and then went to work.
Right. Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
It's like he did the Captain D's murders, took the money, got away, no charges. They didn't figure it out yet. And then he just got pissed while working at Shoney's
Okay. Okay.
and then got into a fight and then they fired him.
Damn.
But how he was caught is truly remarkable. Had he not been caught, had it not been for Pat, if he had been allowed to roam free for even a few more months in a bunch more restaurants at such a critical
Time.
Place.
Moment.
Thing.
point in the sister's history, you have to wonder if there would have been the same investment in Nashville in later years. A series of murders left unresolved would have changed the direction of the city's future. I'll do a quick gloss over the places and such, but I want to take this grim picture clearly. Reed, who moved to Nashville to attempt a country music career, was fired as a dishwasher from Shoney's for losing his temper and throwing a plate.
Say Waffle House. You can't do that shit.
I was about to say, I did notice he never tried a Waffle House.
And
Well,
then-
they would kick his ass.
Yeah.
No, and sorry, I mixed the days up. And then the next day after getting pissed off, you were right. That's when he did the Captain D's murders. And then he also worked at the Shoney's right on Donaldson Pike. So it's another place
Oh,
that I
shit.
drive by. Yeah. Reed was able to
What
enter
is that
the,
now?
It's still a Shoney's.
What?
Yeah.
There's still Shoney's here?
There's still a Shoney's.
No shit.
There's
They-
a couple around.
It always promotes that they have they
The
sell
last
beer
Shoney's.
and they sell beer and they're always hiring.
We sell beer. Finally.
The last Shoney's. We sell beer.
My parents met at Shoney's.
no
That's just
kidding.
delightful.
Yeah, my mom was a waitress at Shoney's, and my dad was in the Navy,
He never left
and
her
they
alone.
became best friends.
I hear when she worked there, it was a show me's.
Ooh.
That's a joke against
Don't
your
you talk
mom.
about my mother?
Sorry, Mama Austin. I'm just kidding. I was conceived at the Sugar Ray concert, so I can't.
Hell yeah!
That's
Well-
kind of really.
That's what my dad told me, and I wish he hadn't.
Sugar Ray.
That's a piece of my puzzle I didn't need.
Someday.
You know, son, I get horny every time I listen to Sugar Ray. What did you just say, Dad? Yeah, you were made in a Sugar Ray
Yeah,
concert.
he told me I was made in a field outside of a Sugar Ray concert. No,
I know that's,
we're-
I'm mumbling it as if from afar. As if from afar, you know.
I was born there. Legally, I can sing whatever. No, not born there. Conceived there. It's different. Sorry.
I've seen better days. Is that Sugar Ray?
Yeah, I think so. No, that's Citizen King. I can't believe I just pulled that.
Really?
Yeah, Better Days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! What's the one that was on Scooby Doo?
That was Sugar Ray, I think.
Yeah, it was.
In the live action Scooby Doo?
Yeah.
With Sarah Michelle Gellar?
I like the good one. Yeah.
Yeah, the good one.
That was
Yeah.
See, all I really know and care about Sugar Ray is the one time, and I bring this up to Joseph multiple times a year. The time that he walks out and he looks pissed, and someone just goes,
Hanging on and on. I see the light in your window.
"Have you seen it, Austin?" When someone just goes, "Sugar gay," and he like the
And
kid,
he gets like 0 to 100 in like 0.6
Yeah.
seconds.
the kid has to be like 16 and is like easily like I don't know, at least 8 inches shorter than him. So he's just staring him down like,
Yeah,
"What the fuck did you just say to me?"
He's like, to be quite fair, if I was next to the 16-year-old who said sugar gay, I would have been like, "Excuse me, Mr. Ray, I'll handle this."
No, it was hilarious. And he's mad dogging
Sugar
a
Ray.
child.
I love Sugar Ray.
Apparently, so did my parents.
I just love more like sugar, and he just flips the fucking.
Because he says it like he says it in the way a 16-year-old's who sugar gay. He just immediately loses his mind. Very funny.
Excuse me, Mr. Ray. I'll handle this.
Okay, to go back to the Baskin Robbins part, that is one of the most crucial parts and the craziest parts about this entire scenario.
I've been wanting to go back to Baskin Robbins my whole life.
So, on the night of April 23rd, 1997,
Baskin
Angela
Robbins
Holmes-
used to have a French vanilla flavor that was so fucking good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, tell us more about your ice cream adventures.
They
at
don't
Baskin
have it
Robbins.
anymore. It's a shame.
On the night of April 23rd, 1997, Angela Holmes, age 21, and Michelle Mace, age 16, were working at a Baskin Robbins store in Clarksville, Tennessee. The store regularly closed at 10 p.m., and around 10:10, Michelle's brother arrived at the store to pick up his sister. He noticed that Angela's car was in the parking lot and the lights inside the store were on. He entered the store through an unlocked door and found no one inside. He called 911. Officers were dispatched to the scene and searched the store. They found the cash register drawer empty, except for some coins and a safe in an office with the top removed. The victims' purse were found at the store. No money had been taken from their purses. A mop and bucket were found in the customer area and the freezer left open. On the morning of April 24th, the bodies of Angela and Michelle were found at the Dunbar Cave State Natural Area in Montgomery County, Tennessee, which was about 2 to 3.6 miles from the Baskin Robbins store.
Damn.
Both victims had suffered deep stab wounds to their necks, as well as stab wounds / cuts and abrasions to other parts of their bodies. Both had bled to death. A witness testified that she had visited with the victims at the Baskin Robbins store from 9:20 until 10 on April 23rd. At one point, a man in his late 20s or early 30s entered the store and became obnoxious and very loud about the prices before leaving. As she left the store at 10, the witness saw a shiny red car enter the parking lot
Sorry, prices where?
at the Baskin Robbins.
Let that sink in.
This was 1997. They were very affordable prices.
Yeah, 1997.
That's the point.
Two other witnesses testified about seeing the same car at or near the store. Others testified to seeing a red car near Dunbar Cave around 10:30 that same night. They said they thought it was odd because the car was not in a parking space. A serologist and DNA specialist with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation testified that a DNA sample taken from blood found on Reed's left tennis shoe was consistent with the DNA profile of Angela Holmes. In addition, a DNA sample taken from small blood stains found on the right tennis shoe was consistent with a mixture of two or more donors from which neither Angela or Michelle Mace could be excluded. A fiber comparison, so that means they found their blood and others.
Oh, a cocktail.
A fiber comparison specialist with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation testified that fibers found on both victims' clothing were compared to fibers in Reed's car. The medical examiner testified that Angela died as a result of a stab wound to her neck that went all the way to her backbone.
Damn.
The wound, which was consistent with a knife blade of 8 or 9 inches, transected the carotid artery and jugular vein. He testified that Michelle had suffered 14 stab wounds, including a fatal stab wound in her neck. He said that a compound incision penetrated Michelle's backbone, consisted of 3 changes in direction, and was consistent with a sawing motion. Both victims would have taken 5 to 15 minutes to bleed to death and would have been conscious 80% of that time. In the Captain D's murders, Steve Hampton's driver's license and video rental card. Video rental card back in the day, before there was Netflix and before there was Hulu, you had to go to a store and hope that the movie that you wanted was there, and then you would rent that for about 5 days. 2 days if it was a new movie.
That store was typically a Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Or a Hollywood Video.
Hollywood Video was
Or
dope.
a really shitty mom and pop brand place.
Sometimes, a lot of the times, video stores, and sorry, younger people, you missed out on this. A video store would be a combination video store and tanning salon,
Yeah.
And
That's true.
porno shop as well.
and well, the magical thing about video shops, people, was that there was usually a beaded curtain and a very sweaty, older, early 20s person back there who, for a few extra bucks, would let you peruse the naughty videos.
Or if
God,
you were
what a
6 years old,
time.
you'd be like, that spot's weird. I'm going to go look at the movies with the characters that I like.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z.
Or you try to convince your mom to rent the rated M video game at the time. You know?
Yeah, there
But
was
I
that.
want to play the Chronicles of Riddick. And then it would be like, no, it's too mature.
The trick was taking the disc out of the thing you wanted and then putting it behind the thing that you could rent.
Oh. You're so smart.
Oh, shucks.
Anyway, they found his license.
You want to rent the Bible game? Again?
Mom, it's really, really cool. I love it. I'm really getting good at the Old Testament right
Why
now.
does it say God of War in here? Well, because, you know, he's God of everything.
Right, because we face his mighty wrath.
Yeah.
They found Steve Hampton's driver's license and video rental card in the median of Ellington Parkway with Reed's fingerprints on each. So Ellington Parkway,
Yes.
again, another place that
That we all drive on pretty frequently.
Took it today.
in the Baskin-Robbins murders, Reed's
More
car.
like a speedway than a parkway, am I right?
I know. What's that about?
In the Baskin-Robbins murder, Reed's car was found to contain forensic evidence from the victims, as well as evidence of a credit card gasoline purchase near the location of the bodies on the night of the murders, placing him at the scene around the time of the crime in an area roughly 40 miles from his home. Blood evidence from the victims was found on his shoes, and he was found guilty on 2 counts of first-degree murder.
Doesn't sound like this guy was much of a planner.
No, he very much kind of like when John Wayne Gacy was going through his berserker phase and just kind of was just enamored with the thrill of doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah.
That's kind of where Reed was.
Definitely not the kind of guy to plan his outfits before.
No, doesn't seem like it.
It seems as though, like, as soon as he got out of prison for an armed robbery from the steakhouse, and then realized, like, wait, if I just kill everybody, I can get away with it.
Yeah.
And then committing full-on massacre in Texas and then getting away with it,
Yeah.
and then just skipping town. It seems as though, like, that really triggered his
God
whole
complex.
berserker scene.
Yeah.
Unrelated to anything that's going on currently in the world, you know, when you let monsters get away with it long enough for an exceedingly long amount of time with an exorbitantly horrific amount of bad things, they feel like they're untouchable, and it's kind of up to us to remind them that they're not.
Right.
Again, not related to anything. That's going on.
Yeah.
Continue, please, Jaime.
For the McDonald's case, like I said, Jose Antonio Ramirez Gonzalez, the lone survivor, played a key role in all of this. He was the first person to be able to survive everything and link him directly to that.
Yep.
So once that happened, it was a lot easier to start linking him to everything else.
Yeah. Sausage link him
Okay.
because he's killing at restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm just getting the Roman Emperor thumbs down constantly.
So, in addition to his 7 murder convictions, Reed was also convicted on multiple counts of lesser charges related to the same crimes, included aggravated robbery, and especially aggravated kidnapping. And after the latest delay for Reed, granted in June of 2006, the victims' families were frustrated but not surprised. Quote, with all of the appeals he keeps going through and all of the drama he keeps starting, we're just trying to stay positive for each other, said Brenda Sewell, whose brother Robert, who's 23, was shot to death by Reed at the McDonald's.
I'm sorry, but aggravated kidnapping always makes me think of quit crying. We're going on a trip.
Are we there yet? We'll get there when we get there.
I will turn this car around. Actually, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. No!
I will stab you to death. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'll do it. I'll do it. I want to do it. But essentially, he was convicted and condemned for all the trials, but he kept facing appeal after appeal, and it was breaking down the families because it was so clear as day that he had done these horrific atrocities. Why can't we just...
So he's been arrested by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it took them until 1999, September 22nd, 1999, to actually be received 2 death sentences specifically for the Baskin-Robbins murders. On June 25th, 1997, Reed went to the home. We talked about that. But when he went to the home of the Shoney's manager, and then, was like, I'm going to stab you to death.
Screen door blocked in.
Now open the screen door for me, please.
Get that bad.
I said open it, please.
The one thing that could stop me.
My one weakness.
Kryptonite.
A moderately strong screen door.
If it wasn't for that screen door, I would have got him.
But luckily, that was the key to them first apprehending him.
Right, because of the video.
The video, and then they could piece that easily to him because now we can arrest him for sure.
My name is Paul Dennis Reed. Open this screen door.
And I swear I will kill you one day.
I'll kill you
not
just
now.
like those idiots at the other restaurants.
Here's my ID. Now open your screen door.
You know the McDonald's nearby? I killed them.
Are you recording this?
So when they first apprehended him, they charged him for that. And then it was slowly but surely they were able to start linking him to that. Pat was the one that eventually linked him to the Texas thing. But when they were charging him for all of the murders, Reed's attorneys claimed he suffered from brain damage as a child. Argued he should be spared execution because of his quote-unquote broken brain.
He's got donkey brains, Your Honor.
He don't think so good.
My client has got mush brains.
My client is a humble idiot, Your Honor.
Prosecutor said he should die because of the cruelty of the murders and his past crimes.
I'm sorry, one more. I feel like every lawyer pulls out a box that just says "all reliable." It's always
Your Honor, he's legally retarded.
Crazy, stupid. Crazy and stupid. I haven't used that in a while.
That's good.
right. Your Honor, my client is both crazy and stupid.
Your Honor, you may be familiar with the Twinkie defense. Well, that's a lot of hogwash, but I can tell you that Paul Dennis Reed was positively afloat with RC Cola and moon pies, and he wasn't able to think clearly.
What's that movie with Al Pacino? He's like, Your Honor, my client is guilty. He should be buried under the prison.
Oh, what is that movie?
It's a classic. I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
Because she had a fat ass. That was the movie, right?
No, that's a different movie. That's Heat.
Is that Heat?
Heat
That is Heat.
Awesome.
And then the Pope said, she got to have a bigger tits.
That scene was improvised.
Anyway, prosecutors said
Our
that
references are off the chain.
But Reed was convicted in April and sentenced to death for murdering the two Captain D's workers during a robbery in Nashville. And then he faced a third trial in November on charges where he killed the three workers at McDonald's. He was convicted Saturday of premeditated murder, felony murder, and especially aggravated kidnapping, and especially aggravated robbery in the deaths of Michelle and Angela at the Baskin-Robbins. The two were kidnapped. Their bodies were slashed, killed, blah, 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 and found the next day. Hours from a scheduled execution date in April of 2003, Reed resumed his appeals after receiving, quote, a sign from God. 17
classic.
17 immediate family members of Reed's victims had planned to witness the execution and were gathered at an undisclosed location awaiting a bus ride to the prison when the execution was called off. Jerry Jackson, father of Sarah Jackson, 16, one of Reed's first victims, declined to comment when contacted at her home after the state was issued. In the end, Reed was never executed. He lived the rest of his days in prison and died of pneumonia, heart, and breathing problems in 2013.
Good.
While this may not feel like justice to some or most, here's what I want to say. He was stopped by many people coming together from all different walks of life, trying to do what's right. So if there's one takeaway from all of this, it's that serial killers love the idea that they're cleansing something. They aren't. And again, they're not monsters. They're not something mythic. They're not something special. They're just broken people exploiting broken systems. And broken systems always aim downward. So if there's anything to take away from Tennessee's history, it's this. These crimes don't happen somewhere else. They happen where complacency lives. So again, watch out for each other, especially for the people the system won't.
And come back now, y'all. You hear?
Come back to the South now.
Wait, I wanted to ask real quick.
Let me take you to a little meat and three I know nearby.
Whatever happened to the guy that was wrongly convicted of his murder in Texas?
They probably executed
They
him.
killed him.
Oh, they did kill him.
Yeah.
You said he was on death row. I didn't realize that he was
Yeah.
Happens
Yeah.
somewhat frequently.
Death row implies that there are people in front of you.
I guess so.
You are on a bit of a wait list. Sure.
It's going to be another 45 minutes. Is that okay? I can get you some bread.
A3. Fuck him, C7. I'll be here forever.
It was probably like, just it's just the DMV waiting to be executed. 128. Oh, sorry about your light, pal.
If you've been to the DMV, you know that feeling of slowly waiting for an execution.
It's like at the DMV, it's like I wish it was.
It's like, God, can't I just get a workplace shooting right now? Please, I want this to be done.
Right. You notice that mass killings are never happen. They never happen at DMVs.
I know. It's probably because it's so soul crushing you can't even bother to like have the energy to do it.
Or IRS buildings.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
Focus your anger.
But one
The
thing,
White House.
one thing that I
Use
didn't
your
cover that
anger.
much, and it's kind of hard to like pinpoint
Don't.
and link.
Don't kill
but like a lot of the evidence that was found, a lot of like the blood linking together, that was all done through Pat's team.
There you go.
Sorry, I feel like you gotta
Like
say
finding
that now.
the ID and finding the video rental card in Ellington Parkway, that was Pat's work.
That's great.
Like trying to retrace what would be his footsteps or him driving around and being like, okay, if he killed someone, where would he be around this time?
Yeah.
Linking his credit card to getting getting gas close by at some point between where he killed the bodies and where his house was. Pat's work.
They get the rental card and they're just like, huh. Well, he rented a Long Cane Polly a couple days ago, so he's going to have to return it soon.
I love that movie.
We'll stake it out. We'll wait for it.
One of Ben Stiller's finest.
That was a good one, buddy.
No, what I was
liked
saying
it.
was is that I feel like I have to say that now. Don't kill people.
That's true. Don't.
All right.
I mean,
The people of the DMV are doing their best. It's really the other people at the DMV that don't work there that are causing the problems.
Imagine you get murdered and you just rented Backdoor Sluts like 8, and they're like calling your house. Ring, ring, Joseph. You're still due for Backdoor Sluts 8. Please return it at your earliest
Are you
available.
not caught up on Backdoor Sluts? I'm on like 10, dude.
This was 1997.
They hadn't made 10 yet. Also, Backdoor Sluts only really gets good at 5. They really hit their stride at 5.
Then they just started
their
making
stroke.
slop.
That should be a Murder Shmurda t-shirt. Did you hit your stride or your stroke today?
you're right. Well, good job.
Good job, buddy.
If you have any thoughts on Backdoor Sluts 1 through 5 or 5 through 10, maybe you think that there's a highlight. Maybe, actually, let's go with this question. What do you think is a better movie series, The Fast and the Furious or Backdoor Sluts? Email us at don'temailtrashful@gmail.com.
I mean, in a sense, they're the same movie.
In a sense, they
bit.
are very much the same movie.
They're both fast and they're both furious.
They're both a movie about family.
That's right.
And sometimes your family gets caught in the laundry, and you gotta help them out.
And coming up from the rear to have a great win.
And big, jacked, bald dudes teaching you the lessons.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually good. That was good.
Yeah.
It's a good ending note.
Some might call that cogent.
Yeah.
Some might call it coherent.
If you have any other thoughts on Tennessee serial killers or want to hear more about that, text us at the number it's going to be flashing right here, 615-768-9483. Sure hope that number is right, because if not, you're texting someone I don't know.
And that's the number I have memorized. So if it's not right, I'm not learning another one.
I just do Austin's thing where I just say 3.
I
at the
was
end.
going to say, I only memorized
3.
3.
I just wait and then I say 3.
There's a 3 in there.
Follow us on all our socials at Trashville_USA.
Hey.
And hey,
Engage with all our content. Love us on Spotify, because that's where we post from. So the more you engage with our Spotify content, the more that you share our episodes on Spotify.
If you like it, if you comment on the episodes, that
Follow
helps
us
a
over
lot.
there. That
murder
really
hobos,
does.
murder hobos,
Murder hobos.
murder
Murder
hobos,
hobos.
murder hobos.
If you really want to help us make money and don't have any money or don't want to spend money on us, just follow us, like our stuff, rate it, comment. All of that literally makes it so we can actually make money and monetize
If you
content.
press all the dumb little buttons, it surprisingly finds a way to make us make a living. So keep pressing them dumb buttons, keep sending us out, keep listening, and most importantly, I hope you guys are having fun with it. You know, we tried to put out a good product, and you know, I think people understand that, but you know, we're just going to keep doing this, and we're going to keep growing and keep on pushing.
And by the way, if you guys are in the Capitol View area, there's a lovely place called Visual Minds that you need to come check out and maybe spend a little bit more of your money at.
That's where we are.
That's where we are.
Yeah, tell us more about it.
Yeah. So we're at this little place called Visual Minds that is it's a little art shop. You could do.
There's art right here.
There's art right behind us. There's art on the wall over there.
There's
really-
art all around.
There's art all over the place on T-shirts.
It abounds, if you will.
And there's a lot of good of it.
To my understanding,
Good
there's
heart.
artists from across the globe here.
That's right.
That's true.
I wish I could remember them, but I don't.
There's probably a John here somewhere.
Probably. Well, our number one artist, Josh, in our hearts, has been awesome enough to help us set up a spot to record and send out our weird little vibes at you. And we love you, Schmurdarians. You know, there's a lot of crazy shit going on, and we got your back, you got ours, and let's just keep pushing.
Hell
That's
yeah.
right. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, see you next time.
Like what you hear? Subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Trashville_USA. And if there's a true crime story you want the gang to cover, email us at don'temailtrashville@gmail.com. Murder Schmurder is produced by Jamie. Our tracking engineer is Grant. And our mix and mastering engineer is Julie. Incidental music and our theme song is provided by Jules. This has been another production of Murder Schmurder.
Here at Murder Schmurder, if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's this. You gotta laugh or you'll cry. Right now, there's a lot to laugh and cry about. And while we talk about a lot of fucked up stuff and delve into some of the worst crimes in history, we try to make light of these things not to devalue the events or the victims or survivors, but because I genuinely believe it's one of the only ways for sentient life to understand and process the horrors of life. And it's not lost on us that most of the victims we talk about in our true crime misadventures are the most vulnerable in our country: sex workers and racial and or queer minorities. If you'd like, you could roll back the tapes and find several hours worth of ranting on this by each of us. That being said, sometimes the boys get rowdy and we end up yes-anding or attempting to outdo each other, and we say some gnarly shit.
Hence, lower the bar.
Hence, lower the bar, which is not going to stop happening.
No, it's a very fun game.
It's a very fun game.
So, I want the listeners to know that while our intention is to never punch down, we do fuck up, and we learn, and we try to get better. Are we going to fuck up again? You bet your ass.
Absolutely.
1,000%.
Will it be funny when we do so?
1,000%.
Probably for us.
1,001%.
I hope so.
And definitely for us.
One of my favorite things is laughing at you guys.
No. But here at Murder Schmurder, we value our brothers, sisters, and non-binary homies out there. BIPOC, LGBTQIA2+, whatever member of the alphabet mafia you are, we got your back. And we hope you have ours as we continue to grow, learn, and support each other through these dark times and come out the other side stronger than ever. And since we're here, we're just going to unequivocally say, fuck fascists, incels, cops, nationalists, and whoever else has a problem with people being who they are.
Ooh, gross. Leave me alone.